What's up? Welcome to my channel. It's me, Ruby, and I filmed this whole look the other day but forgot to film an intro, so let's just get started. For this look, I ended up using a lot of different palettes. I kind of was just playing around and just ended up just pulling out whatever palette had green in it in my collection. So the palettes I used were the Just My Look palette by ColourPop. I also used the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. I used the Perception palette, the collaboration with Makeup Shayla and ColourPop, and then I also used the Through My Eyes palette, the I Love Side and ColourPop palette. So these are all the palettes that I had some type of green in it. The palette I'm going to use first is going to be the Just My Luck palette. The first color I'm going to take out of this palette is going to be the Kiss My Ass. So when ColourPop came out with like all of these different palettes, like all these little mini palettes, I bought the green one and I bought the purple one. I do not like these palettes. So now that we have Kiss My Ass in the crease, I also want to add Act Natural in the crease as well, just to deepen it up a little bit. So that's all I'm going to do for the crease, just those two colors. Next, I want to get into cutting the crease, and what I'm going to use to cut the crease is going to be this Maybelline concealer in the shade 30 Cafe. So I'm just going to take a little bit on an angle brush like this. I know a lot of people like to use flat brushes, but I like to use angle brushes because it kind of already has that angle in it. So it's a little bit easier for me, but to each his own. Use whatever you like. Also, because I have hooded eyes, I don't want to go like in the natural crease of my eye. I want to go a little bit above it just so that we can still see it when I have my eye open. Now I'm going to take a little bit of translucent powder and set the concealer. Okay, so now we can go ahead and move on to the lid. For the lid, I'm going to be using the Through My Eyes palette by I Love Side and ColourPop. I'm going to take the shade Moody and I'm going to put that on the outer crease. I don't want to take it up into the crease, but I just want to put it on the outer edge. I should say outer edge rather than crease, because I'm not putting it in the crease. I'm just putting it on the outer edge. So the next shade I'm going to get into is Emerald Dream from the same palette, the I Love Side, and I'm going to be using the same brush. I'm just going to flip it to the other side because we ain't trying to wash brushes all day, all night, right? So I don't want to talk about the virus and everything that's going on too much here on my channel, but I do want to say that I really hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that you all are feeling good, and I know a couple of people who actually have family members who were affected by everything and actually passed away. So if you think that it's not real, it is real. I've been doing good, you know. At this point, it's just like, should I put in job applications? Should I not put in job applications? I don't really know. But I still, like in the beginning, like that first week, I was going hard. I was putting in job applications like every day. I'll wake up and like literally for hours be on my computer putting in job applications. Like I was like, I need to find another job, I need to find another job, I need to find another job. But luckily I do have a savings, and luckily I did get a severance from my job. So I mean, I'm set for a couple of months, but I just be online shopping too much, and then that be running my money out, and then I'd be like, whoa, reel it back Ruby, because you know you got bills. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, I got bills. So to blend out this little outer corner area right here, I'm going to take a little bit more of the Moody color and put that in there and just go back and forth between Emerald Dream and Moody. Why do I keep forgetting that name? Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the Just My Look palette by ColourPop, and I'm going to go into Mary Jane. I thought this would be like a green. It's kind of look like a yellow green. Well, it looks like a lime color in the palette. I thought it would come out more green, but on my skin it kind of looks more yellow or like more gold. But we just gonna run with it. It's still green, and we're just gonna run with it. So I'm gonna take this color. You really have to pile these colors on. That's another thing that I don't like about this palette, because like you have to like dig to get the color. So for the most inner part of my lid, I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration, and I'm going to be using the shade Doulas. Yep, I don't know why, but yesterday when I was doing this look, I kind of felt like these two colors were too similar. But now that I'm like I have all of these bright lights, because I was doing it in natural light yesterday, I was just playing around. But like with all of these lights on, I could actually see that there's a difference, but I didn't really see that yesterday. So what I did to make it a little bit more, to like make it stand out a little bit more, I took Trust Issues. Trust Issues is like an iridescent color, but it has a little bit of green in it. So I took Trust Issues and I just put it right on top of Doulas. And yes, it's Doulas, not dollars. Alright, and that is how I did my eye. I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner and then right back for the face. As you guys can already tell, I went ahead and added some foundation already. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Macao. Next, I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Caramel, and I'm going to put it on just like I normally do. But I also did something extra because your girl, you know, usually when I do makeup, I only put one pump of foundation, not too much concealer. You know, I'm not really like, I'm not that girl. I'm not the beat to the gods girl. I mean, there's a place, I feel like there's a place and time to be beat to the gods, but like, who is going outside like this every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just like fun makeup to wear like for a special occasion or something like that. But like, who is going to Kroger? Who is going grocery shopping looking like this? Like, but for this look, I just want it to be hella extra. So your girl put 3 pumps. 3 pumps of foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out because not only did I use 1 concealer, your girl used 2 concealers. So I'm gonna blend this out and then I'll show you the other concealer I used. So next concealer I'm gonna be using is this Maybelline concealer in this color 20 Sand Sable. And this is a very, very, very light concealer. So I'm just gonna put very little, just like that there. A little bit on my nose. Like a dot on my forehead. And then a dot on my chin. I'm going to bake. Baking is something that I never do. I'm not oily. I have regular to dry skin. Like, my skin gets a little bit dry sometimes, like if I don't moisturize. But for the most part, my face is normal, so there's really no need for me to bake. But I do know that baking also, it's not just for oil control, it's also to like make your concealer pop out a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that. But before I do that, I've seen like a lot of people say that you're supposed to put like a little bit of a layer down before you bake. So that's what I'm gonna do first. And of course I'm gonna be baking with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So now I'm gonna go in with a dry beauty blender and bake. I'm gonna let this sit on for probably like, I don't know, a minute, and then we'll be right back. So now that your girl is looking casket ready, we need to bring some warmth back to the face. I'm gonna be using my setting powder, which is from MAC. It's the MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish, and it's in the color Dark. So next we can go ahead and move on to bronzer and bringing some contour and some shape back into my face. So for that, of course, I'm going to be using my Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami. So next I'm going to be using the True Complexions contour palette in the color medium to dark, and I'm going to use the contour and the sculpt shade. So now we can move on to the underneath of the eye. For eyeliner and my waterline, I wanted to use something different than a black. So to stay with the green theme, I wanted to use this eyeliner, this green eyeliner that I got from ColourPop. It is called Fast Lane, and it is a cream gel liner. So I'm going to use this for my waterline. So next I'm going to take a little blender brush like this. This is it's kind of dense, more dense than something like this. This one is kind of a lot fluffier, but this one is a little more dense. So I want to use this one because it will allow us to really get in there and blend this color out. So I'm going to go in to the I Love Sarai palette again, and I'm going to use Moody. Remembered it that time. And I'm going to just run this underneath my eye. Then I'm going to take more of another small fluffy brush, and I'm going to go back in with Kiss My Hash and blend it right under the mood color. So we're almost done with the eyes, but one thing I almost forgot was that yesterday I went in with some glitter. This is the heavy metal glitter from Urban Decay in the color Glam Rock. I used a little bit of this and I drew a line right above the crease, so I'm going to do that again. So for the lips, I went in with some liner. This is the NYX liner in the color Espresso. I did a lot like with the lips. I overdrew my lips and I used a very, very, very light lipstick. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to overdraw my lips and heavily line them. So this is Myth by MAC. It's messed up because I was babysitting one time and the little boy got into it with some scissors and was just like bow, 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 messed it up. But we still gonna use it because, you know, it's still there. So at this point, you guys are probably like, but you said you used 4 palettes. I did use 4 palettes. I forgot that I used Makeup Shayla times ColourPop, the Perception palette, for my inner tear duct, and this is the shade Unbothered. I wanted to show you guys these lashes because, you know, I'm not that girl. I'm not that big lash kind of girl. But I saw these lashes. These are #1 3D lash Wildcat. I don't know. I've never used these before, and these are like hella dramatic. Like, these are hella dramatic. So some of y'all, these might be like your everyday lashes. To me, these are hella dramatic. But I used these yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. But first, we want to use some mascara. And you guys already know the mascara that I'm gonna be using is gonna be the Benefit Bad Girl Bang. So finally for highlight, I'm going to be using the ColourPop times Shayla highlights in the color Boomin'. So here we go, guys. I'm about to take off my hair and then I'll be right back. Thank you to all of my friends who requested this video. Basically, like, a lot of you guys was like, yo, you gotta film this. When is this going to be posted? I really want to see this look and all that kind of stuff. A special shout out to Courtney, who was like, yo, you need to film this and I'm gonna make sure you film it. That's my sis and I love you. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more videos. I was kind of like in a little bit of a funk, but I'm out of that funk now. I'm feeling great. I feel good. So I'm going to be bringing you a lot more videos because, I mean, I literally have nothing but time. So if you don't know me, if this is your first time watching, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell next to it so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. If you do know me and you haven't subscribed, why? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.